So I meet with your energy, and basically we're swimming, and I get sucked down a drain, and the drain basically turns into an umbrella, and you're in a swim cap and a old style bathing suit with like the plugs on your nose, and you're flying down this dark, I don't know, atmosphere, and there's just all this rain around you, and you hit the bottom of the floor gently and with grace, and you start dancing with the umbrella, and the cane appears, and you start singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. And so that's where it cuts off. And so I get the feeling that you are in a very happy state. And then flash to the next scene. You're Dorothy, basically, right at the Emerald City. And you look at me and you say, "This is all a dream." And so basically I get that the people around you, your soul group, the people you're here with, and you have this realization that this is all just a dream. And so we move towards your Akashic records, and your building presents itself like one of those, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but like Arabic kind of palaces with the gold tops on them, just really big, huge palace surrounded by just like rainbow color light, like clouds of rainbows. So we walk in, and actually the inside of it almost appears like a hologram, but it's just unbelievable, like just glorious inside. Endless books on books. And so this shows me lots of wisdom, lots of lifetimes. This is the impression I get. And as we move through, there's a spiral staircase that's in the middle that goes like all the way up, like very high up towards the ceiling. And so we go up there, and there's a panel of guides and higher dimensional beings standing there. And so now I'm taking the position of you, and I feel like I'm going through a life review. And so I feel like it's time for the life review. And they tell me, you're too heavy, you carry too many grudges. And so what I start to piece together from before and then now in your Akashic records, because they're presenting themselves like a hologram and saying almost like basically saying that like through life it was you were too heavy, carrying too much, way too much weight. You were holding grudges towards people, situations, past events, and not able to let that go. And so I basically ask for more information and more help. And I start to understand that you almost like you have the perspectives flipped. Like in your physical world, in this three-dimensional body that you're in now, this is reality to you, and you're taking it. So, okay, so basically when you woke up from the dream state as Dorothy, and you said this is all a dream, and then we go into the Akashic records. The Akashic records, they're the hallucination or this hologram. So you have this realization transitioning that basically the life being lived as a human being is a dream. And so you're transitioning into acknowledging yourself as this spiritual being, and that it's your spiritual being and your spiritual soul that has so many lifetimes of wisdom and knowledge, yet you're staying so firmly implanted in this one singular human experience. And so the goal is to try and release yourself of the grudges. That's the grudges and the resentment that you hold before you transition on for the life review in becoming and uniting once again with the spiritual side of yourself. And so basically what I received was that you need to live every day for the day, and you have to let go of past, and you have to let go of future, because there is no past and there is no future. It's all just this kind of training ground to remember yourself in the highest and most loving of light. And so you have to live for the moment. You have to live in the moment. You cannot continue to repeat, and that's what I was getting to, is the repetition. There's this repetition of past patterning and grudges that you hold on to, that replay themselves over and over for you, and it doesn't let you break free of these patterns in this human existence. And the process you took me through, moving through the records, is that you're becoming lighter, and that you are recognizing that this is all a dream. What you're living here, it's basically all a dream that you're creating through that right holographic brain, and that you're moving into that knowing of the soul destiny and all the lifetimes of wisdom and knowledge. And so you have to unweight yourself. You have to let go of the weight and the pressure, and the layers of grudge and resentment over past and future concerns, and you have to be in the moment and completely connected. And that's the way that you're going to be able to reduce this heaviness, this weight that you feel. And that was the biggest, most prevalent message that the guides and your higher self had wanted me to relay. So, enlighten love.